Welcome to Worldwide Business. I'm Kathy Ireland. In October 16, representatives from more than 170 countries gathered to negotiate the next phase of accords to reduce the population's effect on climate change. These new mandates are going to force innovation throughout the HVAC and refrigeration industries, with virtually every building on the planet using at least one of these systems. Bluon's CEO, Doug Rinke, and founder and chairman, Peter Capaciotti, are here to share more on the impact this will have on existing infrastructure and introduce their revolutionary solution. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Now, Doug, could you explain the changes currently happening with the HVAC and refrigeration industry and how that motivated you?
Well, the phase out of R22, commonly known as Freon, out in the world, slowly going to zero. At the end of 2019, there'll be zero imported into the United States, and we're feeling a drastic effect in the prices rising for Freon or R22. We're also seeing people having a harder time obtaining it. So everybody's having to go over to replacement refrigerants to take care of their maintenance needs or if they want to get energy efficiency needs. So we saw a great opportunity there to be able to develop a refrigerant that not only replaced R22, but actually could perform better in the system.
And Peter, what does this phase out mean for energy consumption and climate change, and how is Bluon Energy helping?
The phase out is really negatively impacting people, and it's just happening now. So if you were to talk to a contractor last year or end user last year, they would be kind of, don't know, right? Because R22 hadn't spiked price yet. So even though this phase out has been telegraphed for 20 years, no one was paying attention. Kind of remarkable, actually. I mean, we would speak to 50% of contractors who didn't even know the phase out was occurring, and this is their whole business, right? And so all of a sudden, in the last 6 months, the price has tripled. The availability has become difficult. So the whole world is sort of saying, uh-oh, there's a big problem here. And as they reach for the other replacements before we came along, they have a significant degradation effect. Efficiency goes down, down, down. And people start looking at their electrical bills and it's significantly higher. They have to, more repairs and maintenance because they're running harder. And the climate change impact is significant because as that electricity goes up, you are really contributing significant more greenhouse gases by the electricity consumption. It's a big issue. It's one of the bigger issues out there that no one's talking about. There's not much you could even contemplate with as big of an impact as this on the total picture of greenhouse gases and climate change.
And we're glad you're here talking about it today. And in this Worldwide Business Field Report, we experience the growing trend of this new energy solution.
There are numerous significant expense considerations when running a franchise. In California, energy is one of the primary considerations, as well as labor and real estate. I can't do much about labor, I can't do much about real estate, but I can do something about energy. And so as soon as I heard about Bluon and its ability to help reduce our electricity bills related to air conditioning, I was very interested. Bluon also was going to help reduce our CapEx expense because it prolonged the life of our air conditioners.
Bluon Energy is easy to use. It's a simple drop-in for changing out the R22. Lower pressures and lower amperage on the compressors means an energy savings cost, and also gives us the ability to maintain or to keep our equipment over a longer period of time.
The biggest impact in our industry right now is the final phase out of R22, which leaves our clients a big gap. They either have to change out all their equipment or find another solution. And Bluon has been that solution right now. So we've been able to offer our clients a choice. They've never had a choice before. It's the right thing to do. You're doing something great for the environment. You're going to be saving energy. You're going to be really getting the life out of your equipment. And it's not going to be taking a big hole out of your pocketbooks.
Peter, as a nuclear physicist, will you explain how Bluon Energy works?
Absolutely. So first of all, for air conditioning, it's very simple. You have a liquid that vaporizes to a gas, and it gets compressed back to a liquid, vaporizes to a gas, back and forth, back and forth. And when it vaporizes, it moves heat. That's it. Okay. So what we figured out over time was, and again, back to looking at this through a different lens, that if we could make the system work better than it did currently, and so we started to realize that if we stacked different refrigerants together into one blend, that would domino, like a cascade, as they phase change. That makes sense? As they vaporize,
yeah.
boil off. So instead of 1, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right.
And so now the whole coil gets used. The compressor is easier to compress. So we're saving energy, we're moving more heat, and we're using the same equipment that R22 did, but taking a totally different approach than the traditional simulation-based R&D. We went empirical. We tested thousands of formulas, and we're just dialing to find that little bit of extra efficiency benefit.
And thank you for explaining that so clearly. Doug, why should we replace R22 in existing HVAC systems with Bluon's TDX20 refrigerant?
Well, besides the rising cost of R22 and the difficulty that you're going to be able to get it, they're going to have to put in a replacement. I mean, replacement refrigerants are going to continue to grow and grow and grow in demand over the next 10 years. So an end user is forced to pick a refrigerant to replace their R22 should they have a leak or a problem, or they want to be proactive and go for energy efficiency savings. So being the only one that's energy efficient, we're kind of the obvious choice to be able to utilize in the system. It also is better for the system in that we run at lower pressures and lower temperatures. So we're going to help extend the life of this valuable equipment.
Well, it certainly appears that Bluon Energy is providing a clean energy solution for individuals and for businesses. Congratulations. I wish you both continued success, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
For Worldwide Business, I'm Kathy Ireland. Thank you for watching.